Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Tech Connect podcast. And on this episode, we'll be talking about the digital childhood, social media technology, and legal protection in Kenya. I'm your host, Tawheda Ali. I'll let my co-host introduce herself.
Hello guys, my name is Tawheda and Wavinya.
So Caroline, on this episode, what are the segments that we will focus on?
So today we'll be having 4 very interesting segments. The first one will be tech features that affect kids positively and negatively. The second one will be about the online safety risks specific to underage users, Kenyan laws and regulations on social media for underage. And the last segment will be about education and tech literacy for safer usage.
So to start with the first segment, the tech features that affect kids positively and negatively, we can see we are in an era where we can't deny kids technology. It's there and it continues to evolve and they have to be exposed to the technology.
True.
But still, it has a negative impact at the same time, a positive impact to them. So as guardians or parents, they have to take a full responsibility of the exposure the child is going to get from the technology.
Yeah. You see, we have educational apps and platforms whereby you find that Duolingo, Khan Academy, those are platforms whereby learners the underage kids can get to learn a particular skill. Duolingo, you can get to learn a particular language. So that you can diversify on the languages you unaongeleanga. So I've seen in Finland, schools have started they have incorporated use of digital platform to supplement classroom learning because it's classroom learning huko inaonekana kama it's not enough.
Yeah.
They need to have something outside the class, something which is either more advanced or a little bit advanced than what they are being given in class.
I think even during our time when we were in high school, we had the Zeraki learning app.
Corona period.
Yeah, we had the Zeraki learning app where we were not in school, so we were able to do revision, get papers, notes from different subjects in that app, which is kind of nice. It's kind of you won't just stay, a kid won't stay for a whole year at home without doing anything significant.
Yeah, plus sometimes you might find that if it's about those educational platforms, pata kuna kitu your teacher didn't
teach you.
Yeah, teach you. So you are adding a more advanced knowledge.
Yeah, and also on the positive impact, we have skills development. You can see there are some apps where coding apps, robotics, creative tools that helps the kids to be creative and just learn more. As you can see, I think a lot of, we even met one of the robotics team in the
remember them, but
and it shows how technology has to be embraced. You have to accept it. You can say I'm not going to give my phone. I'm not going to give my kid a phone because they'll end up being harassed or whatever. Okay, the negative is there, but still we have to look at the positive impact. So we can see if you're exposing your kid, you're teaching, you can use this app, you can do robotics, you can maybe use Canva for kids to create this, to create that. At least the kid will be more creative and it will also it will be kind of a leisure thing to do when the kid is free.
Yeah, actually this shows us technology entirely, it's not harmless.
Yeah.
It only becomes harmless when there's no control of how it is being used. Another thing is for another positive tech feature for communication.
Yeah.
You find that there are platforms which are used to moderate kid-friendly chats so that kids, let's say, it's an online benchmarking of let's say my school and your school.
Yeah.
We meet there of like kids from different schools. So we help each other connect, communicate, share knowledge. Yeah, this like I saw Canada, they've incorporated that. So but it's school managed platforms. So there you find that you can't do anything outside classwork, and that's really a beneficial thing.
Yeah, considering sometimes children go for like school breaks, during holidays, so at least even if they do their assignments, they'll stay connected to their friends and their teachers. Yeah. Which is so nice.
Yeah.
I think we also have like awareness and exposure. The kids are able to like access educational content and cultures. It's not that restrict mtoto. Okay, you have to restrict the kid, but still kuna vitu they have to learn educational content in the social media platforms or whatever. And news sometimes, they can watch news.
It's true. They need to know what's happening.
Yeah.
They need to know outside their culture, these and these cultures exist. And about science, this is what happened.
Because there are kids when they grow up with a certain interest in something. Kuna mtoto mwenye ata grow up, maybe you're interested in learning about planets, science, So it's kind of every kid has their own like talent or something they're looking up to. Kuna mwenye ata grow up, maybe yuko more creative, more mambo na art. Kuna mwenye maybe yuko into dancing, into, everyone has their own talent, and I think you should just nurture them properly. On the negative side, we have like screen addiction. I think that's what most of the parents complain about, because utaongelesha mtoto iko hapo, it's on the phone like this. They don't even want to leave the screen for a minute.
That one is not only affecting the kids, but also us as adults.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just so focused on your gadgets, you even forget you had other things to do. And it's really not like that good thing. Sometimes it's okay, you need a break to check some things here and there. But at some point, utapata hapo ndo kutaingia hiyo nini ya like unapata the underage, they have unrestricted social media platforms. Because as we were talking the other day, I've come to realize most of the parents don't know like Snapchat, you can chat with people. They really don't know.
They feel like it's just for taking photos and only that. And okay, personally, I've used the app for a long time, and I've realized that okay, it's good for taking photos for kids, but considering some of the features, I don't think if it's healthy for kids to have Snap. Okay, to have Snap, like the friendly request and whatever, because majority of the people on Snap are adults. And it makes it easy for those people to manipulate the kids in that app.
Yeah, considering the fact that I don't know, but from the way I've interacted with Snapchat, there are some explicit contents and very harmful contents that some strangers send. So imagine right now your 8-year-old daughter or your 8-year-old like son is being sent some explicit images. Those kids are so young to be exposed to such like content. So it's like, I don't know, is it US? They brought that there was a TikTok and Snapchat, whatever.
In Australia, they banned under 16 social media accounts. So others were saying, I can't access my Instagram. Others, you can't access my Snapchat.
Which I feel they should have shooted the age up, because 16, you guys are, let's say, in senior high school. So let's say they could have even taken it to 18 for the kids. You see, at 16, 17 there, you're still like, you still have the teen influence, you want whatever. So still, but they've not mentally matured well.
Yeah, and I think that's why we nowadays have the app. It's kind of controlling you to use this app at this time, restricting you from this time to this time. You can't use it because maybe you need a break from that app. I think parents should be more focused on the apps their kids are using, and like, okay, others will say it's invasion of privacy, but for me, I don't think if it's invasion of privacy, if I want to know what my 10-year-old daughter or son is using, is using on Snap, because I need to know what that kid is doing there.
Yeah, because you know what happens in that app. So you're just trying to look out for your son. It's like yesterday I don't know why I forgot to send you that video, because I saw it's relating with whatever we're talking about. The guy is posting about how a neighbor kid from where they live was playing another game sometimes, this saga, and it's entirely like not appropriate for small kids, not even, let's say, to our 16 and below. They're not even supposed to be playing such games. So he was talking about how he went ahead and told the boy to change the game. That's not age appropriate for him, which is a really good thing, because that's a way we are shaping like the community. Yeah, because we don't need to expose these young kids to like some explicit and
content.
Yeah,
and also I think with the negative side of the tech or social media for the kids, it's kind of cyberbullying.
True.
Cyberbullying is increasing like every day. You'll hear this kid has been bullied, and sometimes schools have like, okay, students maybe they all have phones. They talk to each other, and maybe they're like, oh, you saw this one wore dress, it looks so bad on her. It's kind of, it keeps on I mean, there are a lot of cases of cyberbullying in schools because of the social media pressure they're getting.
Leave alone in school, the social media itself. I don't even know you. I just see you on TikTok, then I'm just there. Which it's a bad thing.
Yeah. And also another big issue is about privacy. Like some apps, they require you to put your age, your location, your birth certificate. So it's kind of hard. Sometimes utapata maybe mtoto ameweka hizo information kwa app, the parent is not even aware, and maybe the people, maybe hackers are there on that app and trying to get information from this kid, and they start manipulating the kid. I ever saw a video, it's just like an educative video showing like parents, okay, this is more of those parents who like put their kids on social media. So it was like this two parents, a father and a mother walking the mall with their daughter, and then someone saw the kid like, hi, how are you? And then the parents were surprised, we don't know this guy, but how comes this guy knows our daughter? And then they went to the next stop, and the guy was like, oh, happy birthday, it's your birthday today. What is happening? And then the other person like, oh, I saw you dressed in this, and they were all targeting the kid. So what at the end of the video, it was kind of telling us you should not be exposing everything about your kids online, because you're making it risky for the kid's life and safety. Because the kid doesn't know that person. It's just maybe someone who came across the content yako huyo mtoto, and now they're trying to
even the family videos, because in cases like this, you can find even I can come and pick your kid at school, probably in the schools where they don't check who picks the kid. I come there, I tell you your parents' name because I've seen you on TikTok and I know your parents' names. Come and tell you, or I say, your father is so and so and your mother is so and so. And then I'm like, oh, so you're a friend to my mom and my dad. And you see,
and the kids sometimes they don't know, they can't, they can't make the right decision.
Yeah, which we can't really blame them.
Yeah.
Another thing, it's a negative feature is like in-app purchase and gaming monetization. Another time I was talking to a friend of mine, telling me how the brother purchased, like, you see there are games which you have to purchase, and if right now I know like let's say the pin to your credit card or to your M-Pesa, I'll directly purchase whatever I want, because like the way you're just scrolling through YouTube and then an ad comes and then it's for Jumia, those toys. Then I click by mistake. It'll take me to the site and I click purchase. Now, utapata it's unnecessary money which has been spent for unnecessary item. And some things are just so tempting. Even sometimes I'm just there with my nephew. He's just watching YouTube shorts. Then he's like, buy this one. And sometimes I just find him or Jumia is adding to cart. Then I just go there. I'm like, did I really add this one to cart?
I think we can move to the second segment, which is online safety risks specific to underage users. So I think for Kenya, underage is 18, right? Under 18, you're not okay. You don't have like legal whatevers. So I think some of the risks include like predatory behavior or online grooming. This is where someone will just come. Maybe your kid has, let's say, an Instagram account. Then someone comes like, "Hi, how are you?" And they start asking the kids personal questions. And sometimes, they can use a way that can intimidate the kid or blackmail the kid into giving out information, which makes it like risky for the kid's safety.
Or inappropriate commenting. I've actually seen this on TikTok and it
really
usually pisses me off because when you look at that girl, she's barely even 10 years old or she's barely even 16 years old. Then a full grown up, like just a big guy, just comes and comments on her comment section. Nikienda jela miaka 35, I still be young to come and marry. Then I'm like, are we really encouraging a society of, let me call them pedophiles? Because hizo ni behavior za watu hufanya hizo vitu like the pedophile. Because we can't like just encourage those things. But now we have to reduce like the let's say I don't say you don't dress your kid the way you want, but we moderate it.
But okay, let me ask you. I don't know who are we to blame on that point? Is it the parent? Is it the parent to be blamed? Or because obviously most of those accounts are usually managed by the parent. So it's not bad posting your kid. It's not bad though, but you should just know from the start. Like putting your kid on social media comes with a lot of like risks. So who are you to blame in the end of the day? Is it the parent or are we supposed to blame the people who come to the comment section? Because I think if you really respect your privacy and your child's safety, I think you should put your comments off if you want to post your kid.
Or like there's that one for limited
limited comments sections.
You find that some comments really can't be like
they're kind of filtered. So I don't know, but I think my advice is if you really want to post your kid on social media, then just
appropriately dressed.
Put your kid appropriately dressed and even like make your comments private. I mean, like don't even allow comments. But the problem is some people post their kids because they want comments. And that's the problem we are facing right now. And views.
Another thing is exposure to inappropriate content. Inappropriate content doesn't only mean like violent, sexual or harmful materials or graphics. You see, even right now, there are some, let's say, age-appropriate content. Because right now, you'll not tell me you are 10-year-old is dancing that mafrumbanya on TikTok.
I think challenges is the TikTok or the trends.
There are some which are not age appropriate and it's just not right. Another thing is like those inappropriate and so you get those contents. When you take a look at apps like Instagram, utapata sometimes they might display content which mtoto wako hafai kuwa anaona. Make sure like whenever that, like your kid is using that phone, you are checking whatever they are doing with that phone. But nowadays, they are very clever. They know how to delete such history. They will search things and delete. But at the
don't even have backup accounts.
Yeah. I really saw that somewhere. Someone has a backup Instagram account which the parents don't know, and then she posts some. They are called the dust straps, something like that. And then I'm like, okay.
I think parents should be very careful.
They should even have restrictions and have passwords to those phones, because we really need to control, like the parents, they really need to control the usage of the phones. Not to say that don't give your kids phones, give them,
but make sure you are there to supervise.
Yeah. Even in gamings, sometimes you can be gaming online and some inappropriate ads come up, or downloading music like on Chrome, Google, like then some inappropriate ad just comes up. So they should have like restrictions to some things.
Yeah, talking of gaming, I think I've seen a lot of maybe cases where they're saying kids are being harassed in the online gaming platforms, like someone is hacking, or someone is asking the kid about their personal information. I think lately, I think I've heard of Roblox.
Yeah,
I think I've had some cases related to it with the kids' safety and security. And also another risk is mental health and social pressure. Because honestly, say, as we adults, but when you get into social media, kuna venye tu still like your pressure itakuwa, maybe mental health issues because of the bullying, because of the pressure of social media. Let's say imagine a kid. Maybe sometimes they go to school and they're like, oh, did you see that challenge? Did you do it? Oh, you did. The kids around the school, let's say they do that challenge and then they start bullying. You didn't do it properly. Oh, you didn't. It's kind of too much.
They start stigmatizing you. Even like leave alone like physical like the bullying and whatever. You can even see on TikTok like a grown up just bullying a kid because of her physical appearance. Of course, like when you are a kid, you'll be chubby. So kachabi, kapum pum. Then someone is there telling a kid you should really think about the gym. For what? That's a kid. They'll grow up. And that's why there was a case. She wasn't a kid, but she was still a minor because she was under 18. And it was, I don't know if it was South Africa, but remember that story, the girl who was bullied on social media and went ahead and committed suicide.
Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right. And if as a parent you run like the social, like the pages for your kid, you should like report those comments, because some people like they really don't deserve like comments zao kuwa zinaappear in your comment section because they are so inappropriate. And if right now your kid continues to see that comment of wewe ni kanono,
it's kind of depressing. That's why I said in the first place, when you want to post your kid on social media, think about the outcomes. Like, just know what it's going to be. Yeah, you should be expecting anything. That means to be on the safer side, just avoid it.
Yeah, another thing is about privacy and data collection. You never know who is interacting with your kid. Sometimes you might call it freedom and whatever, and you don't want your kid to feel like you are into their business a lot, but you really need to know who is my child interacting with. What are they talking about? Because there you might find that your kid disclosed very important information about you or your family. All of a sudden, maybe something happens to you. Your kid says, oh, my mom went here and here and here. And probably that person is there. So he or she decides to harm you. Or he or she gives out, let's say, like address to your home. All of a sudden, you guys are getting attacked. it's the personal information he or she disclosed. So you keep monitoring every now and then, whatever.
And I think you should also teach our kids, like there's some things that are not supposed to be shared. Yeah. Because hapo ndo sasa someone will get like, let's say sa hujamfundisha mtoto what to share, what not to share, because the kids are just kids, you should not blame them. But then it reaches a point where the kid doesn't know what, like she doesn't have any boundary or he doesn't have any boundary.
Yeah.
So if that person asks, oh, where are you living? You're like, oh, I live in Nairobi. Okay, which place in Nairobi? The kids just exposes, oh, at this place, at this estate, this residence.
House number.
Yeah, that's how that person is going to come.
Yeah.
And you know, some people are like they sweet talk you until the kid gives up and gives out all the information.
Yeah, another thing I had forgotten to talk about is, you see, like, there's this certain age where, like, someone wants approval from people.
Yeah.
Then you are there online, let's say, for example, it's a girl or a boy. Then a stranger, like, you want, like, to feel you're beautiful, you're handsome. Then you are there, a stranger asks you to probably strip. And then they are there. Nowadays, it's like every gadget has screen recording. Then that person screen records you. Then all of a sudden, a friend of yours sees your videos. Then all of a sudden, you are there depressed.
We can get to the third segment, which is Kenyan laws and regulation on social media for underage users.
Okay.
As we can see, like, I think it reached a point where people on TikTok, maybe I can say people on TikTok, were demanding for like mambo na law ifuatwe because of there is a certain parent who posted her kids online and it wasn't appropriate.
Yeah.
The comments coming in was so like nasty, I can say, and inappropriate for those kids. So I believe we have Kenyan acts and regulations on that, but maybe just that the implementation haijakuwa that strong. But we have rules guiding that.
Yeah, of course we have rules, but there are really people who really want to follow those rules. There because I feel like people have normalized like online grooming and whatever. First of all, you as a parent posting your kid half naked, you're grooming your daughter.
Yeah.
You are. And I feel like there should be a law whereby if I report you for grooming, if I report you for inappropriately, like for half dressing your kid online, there should be a law that tuseme uvizitiwe na probably CPS, Child Protection Service, because that's so inappropriate. Dress your kid wherever you want. Hook up. When you're walking on the road, when you're going for out, but on socials, like just appropriately dress that kids. That's where we see like the Children's Act 2011. This is mainly a law that protecting rights of children in Kenya. It states children have the right to protection from exploitation, harmful information, and like harmful environment. Yeah.
But you see, okay, I agree with you, but considering the Sahi, things are very, very different.
True.
I think us growing up, we were not our parents' kids. We were like community kids. If I do something wrong, my neighbor sees me. My neighbor has the right to punish me. Mm-hmm. If my mother sees you doing something wrong, she has the right to punish you. You get? But right now, if you're going to do that right now, they'll just be like, mtoto wangu, I will do whatever I want with my kid. You see, that's where the problem is. And I don't know if I should call it ignorance, but never like, they have that, it's my kid, I'll do whatever I want with my kid, that is none of your business. But if that kid is going to be affected today, you won't cry alone. Those people, they'll just come to TikTok and say, oh, my kid, this, so and so happened to my kid. When people were there warning you, you were like, this is my kid, so people should mind their own business. And now you're here crying for help, maybe from the people, the same people you told them that mind your own business, this is my own kid.
That reminds me, do you remember talking about the Nini, we were talking about the mother who was being questioned by people because of the dressing of her kids.
Yeah.
I remember her saying that those comments, most were from men. Just like so unnecessary comments, so inappropriate. Then how does a comment of a man saying he's like willing to sacrifice 35 years to go to jail and take this kid who is a minor, how is that comment helping you to raise your daughter?
It's not.
How is it? Because I just listened to her, then I was like, do you really know what you are talking about? Are you really guided?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
There is no way anyone, let's say, bullying your kid or saying explicit things about your kid. There's no way that thing is helping you parent your kid.
And I think it started from the way the mother has dressed her daughters.
Yeah.
If the kids were dressed appropriately, I don't think if there will be any bad comments about it.
Not to say...
But the way the kids are so exposed, it makes some people, they're just, bad.
Yeah.
They don't even care what they're going to talk about.
Not to say she should not dress her daughters the way she wants, and not to say the men have the right to do that, but it's just like a precautionary thing. And then another thing, we should really, really, really start the thing of reporting people who are commenting some things on our kids' posts. Yeah. Because why are you even commenting that? Would you be happy if you found someone saying, sending a certain comment to your daughter?
And some of them have daughters, maybe.
Yeah, you visit their pages. They are there.
Family man.
Family man, a day out with my daughter. Then you're like, is your daughter even safe with you? If other people's daughters are not safe when you are around.
It's so bad. We actually have the cybercrime law that says the Computer Misuse and Cybercrimes Act 2018 criminalizes online harassment, cyberbullying, and grooming of minors. Yeah. But Sahi, the problem is, if I carry myself to the police station to report Caroline for grooming her daughter on TikTok, no one is going there. I might be the one to ndo naweza ingizwa ndani nikiambiwa labda it's none of your business.
Invasion of privacy.
Yeah, invasion of privacy. Yeah, I think people have used this term invasion of privacy or defamation. Let me tell you, I think a sane human being, I can't see someone's kid going astray and just let them go astray. It's your responsibility, just being a human. Just do something to help.
I'm really happy for the kids whose countries, whose nations have enacted those laws of
Yeah, I think Kenya should do that too.
I'm really happy for those kids because they'll not have to experience some things at a very tender age. Because they just don't deserve that. They just deserve better parenting, better online usage. I'm not saying, it's for those who have, for the nations which have not, enacted those laws, the kids are not safe. They are not safe. They are safe, but not really safe. They are safe, but still not safe.
And actually, it's for their own good.
True.
Because tunaweza sema labda, wanabania watoto, they don't want the kids to have free online. Have fun when it's endangering your kid's health. Have fun when it's kind of makes your kid maybe so stressed. You're under 16 and is so stressed because of TikTok or because of Snapchat. Surely. They don't deserve that.
Can we call someone luring your kid to running away with them like exploitation?
Because it is exploitation.
Because that Instagram page you've opened for your daughter and for your son, and you're not even checking what they do. There's a guy somewhere whom they are planning to run away.
And I think I've been watching documentaries of like these events where like someone has gone missing, someone has been killed, and now they've been found. And looking at most of those cases, maybe I can say 2 out of 10 cases, utapata, it's a kid, they went out, they're under 18, went out to meet a guy, they were talking online, only for them to end up being killed or end up being assaulted. And where were you, the mother or the father?
And some of those guys are very old. Like 40.
You will get a kid is 15, a guy is 40. That gap it's so annoying.
I mean, you're old enough to become the grandfather of this girl. What are you doing?
I think it starts with the parents themselves, then the society, then now the government comes in. Because sometimes ikiwa mfano, maybe the government is strict about it and the parents are not very serious about it. The government won't do anything if the parents they don't want to stand together for that.
First of all, if I'm in the government, in CPS, I will take that kid from you. You've refused to protect your kid. Let me protect that kid for you. Let me take that kid to a home that knows how they can protect that kid.
Yeah, I think adding on that, you can see a lot of European countries. There is no this like mind your own business. No. I am in my own house. I hear you harassing your own kids. I have the right to call the police on you.
Yeah.
Same common for social media. I have the right to go to report you because of the way maybe people are sending inappropriate comments or messages for your kid and you're not acting on them. And you're just like kind of enjoying it instead of reporting it.
True.
I think as a country, we should head there right now. Even I don't know if you saw it on Valentine's. The DCI gave out like a statement telling people, okay, this doesn't apply to the kid, but still it applies to them. Telling people that if you're going to meet online boyfriends or girlfriends, make sure like you share your location with a close family member. And if you feel like anything is off, trust your gut and walk away. So this means that, okay, so for you, an adult who you can know,
Yeah, some adult.
But a kid doesn't understand.
Yeah.
And is manipulated, maybe someone can drag the kid.
They are so happy because of the gifts, so they are
overwhelmed. Yeah,
with the excitement. So to them, it feels like an extraordinary thing.
Yeah. And especially if we have those parents wenye hawana time ya kucheck on their kids' well-being. So utapata kuna mzazi wako na mtoto, they know nothing about the kid.
Or the parents who give their kids excess freedom. You find that if right now I come and tell you, oh, today I'm having a sleepover at Taweda's place, you're like, oh, okay, have you packed? See you.
They don't even know. They don't even ask, did you go to Taweda's place?
And sometimes they don't even know the Tawheda. They just know that Tawheda is a classmate
that she always talks about.
Yeah, and probably it's a made up Tawheda. The Tawheda is a guy.
Yeah, it's so dangerous.
Yeah.
And so, I think the kids fear the way you live with them and the way you shape them, that is how they will allow you in their lives. Kuna venye uko open na mtoto wako, so if anything happens, the kid is going to mom, I'm a dad, so this and this and this is happening.
Kids actually learn from you.
So if wewe ni yule you don't even care, you don't even ask your kid anything, so you're like, my mom doesn't even care, so I'll just go anywhere and I'll just lay and say I'm going to Caroline's house.
Yeah.
So you see, it's kind of so easy for a kid even to manipulate you because of the way you behave and live with them.
We also have the Data Protection Act of 2019. It's like a law that regulates how all data, including that of minors, is collected and used. And it requires organizations to obtain explicit consent, especially for minors, safeguard data, and avoid misuse. So in short, if an app is collecting certain data from you, it must be clearly stated, what are you going to use my data for?
Yeah.
Because there's no way you will ask, how old is my kid? Where does she school? Where does he live?
I don't know if you've ever seen that on Snapchat. Mm-hmm. Let me see it. There is a feature where it tells you to put your school. So considering of what you're talking about, mm-hmm. It's I kind of remembered. So you see, it has like communities, which shows you at school, meet new friends and view your community story. So assume it's your kid using the account and they input their school. That's kind of private. Yeah. For me as an adult, it's not a big deal. But for a kid, their safety still matters here, because what if someone easily gets them through the school that they have put in their Snap?
Leave alone the school. You see, like Snap always has that feature of like location.
Yeah.
Location. Someone can really get your kid there, because I don't see the need of me having my location on when using TikTok. For what purpose? I'm there to just see entertaining content. And if it requires me to have my location on, I really don't have interest in that.
I think that's the reason why I switched off my location at sometimes back. Because I think the reason why I used to put my location on is because, like, let's say my phone gets lost, I can retrieve it because of my location. But one single message made me put my location off on Snapchat. Someone just told me, I know where you are at. And they literally mentioned like the nearest place to me, and I was like, this is so scary.
Yeah, but you can still have your on, but your Snap.
Yeah.
Which is,
I was so shocked, and I was like, okay, then this means even people's safety is not like, okay, it's not like 100% safe.
Yeah. Another one is proposed regulations and guidelines. These are like the frameworks that, let's say, a country have put in place to like provide like child online safety. These are like efforts like child-friendly reporting tools, age verification, penalties for platforms hosting harmful content. First of all, live streaming. You never know whatever is happening there.
I'm not even a fan of those things, but I usually don't.
There was a time I'm just from work, I don't know, last week, but once somewhere there. Then I'm on TikTok. Then people are talking about how there's an account which was live on TikTok, and they were having like the sexual act live. Then I was like, there's a parent whose kid has a phone, and they went live. They went on TikTok, and that live appeared on their FYP. And that thing really disturbed me, because for kids to be seeing such content.
Yeah, and sometimes
such accounts and such users should just be banned forever. Yeah. And their details should never open.
And sometimes, the kids just get curious. They want to know what's happening.
Yeah, because you are curious 15-year-old sees a naked picture appearing there. He'll be like, or she'll be like, let me see what's in
here. They're kids.
You know the curiosity with teens, the way it is.
So I think parents should be very strict in monitoring. Maybe I don't support those who say, oh, it's invasion of privacy. I don't care, you're my kid.
I bought that phone.
I bought that phone for you
with my own money.
Yeah, and it's not about using my money on you. I have no problem using my money on you, but I need to protect you. I need to know my kid is safe. I need to know like who is talking to my kid online, because you know kids are so clever.
Those people
kids are so clever.
True.
Because utapata wewe umeenda, you switch on the lights. Oh, my kid is asleep. Wow. They're just they even like hear your footsteps like this. Oh, mom is coming. Let me hide the phone.
And so you see nowadays there are those privacy screen protectors. Yeah. So even if my phone is on, you will not even realize.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I think parents should be extra keen with their kids online.
First of all, those people, let's say in live streams who are like putting some type of explicit content, let's say, be it live stream, be it like
a recorded
one and posted as a reel, I feel like those people should be
banned,
arrested. Leave alone the banning.
Yeah.
They be banned, they be arrested, because you never know. They might use maybe another number to open that Instagram, and they'll still go and repeat the same mistake. They should be arrested and they should face the law, because
I think that's kind also okay. I think European it has to be in the constitution, like it's inappropriate.
They should face the law, because banning that person doesn't prevent him or her from
who knows,
coming
maybe they
again.
have 100 more accounts.
Yeah, people have 1 million pseudo accounts out here and they are all in their names. So today you ban this one, tomorrow you see him live to
another account.
Tomorrow you see her live with another account. So they should be banned, and authorities should just appear at their doorstep and arrest them, because this social media is for everyone nowadays, and no one is ready to risk,
I think,
their kid to see some content.
Yeah, I think it's in Canada where I saw, is it Canada or China? One of the countries. They were suggesting that, see, I'm not usually a fan of those live streams, but I usually hear like zinanza, let's say midnight, from 10, let's say from 10 to...
It's a mess.
Okay, so what I had, the suggestion was from, I think, TikTok. They were saying that they'll be having like educational content. From that time, users are on a live stream or whatever. Your time, see people do their nasty things online. Yeah. So they were suggesting that they put like educational content for children. All those kid accounts zenye ziko na like underage. What will be popping on the FYP will be more about like schools. Like it's nothing about their lifestyle or and anything. Yeah, it's just school, like educational videos. And I was like, this is really a nice suggestion. Yeah. But I don't know if it really happened, but I bet it really happened. But I think in our country, we need a strict implementation of children's law, because where we are going, it's not going on well. It's so like bad seeing a kid or a young kid like under 16, under 18, yuko groomed hapo kwa TikTok. Yeah. And people responsible are their parents, and it's so bad. Yeah. Because the parent has it's their parents' responsibility to protect that kid, not to exploit that kid.
We got the last segment, which is about education and tech literacy for safer usage. Yeah.
So I think we can start with the parental guidance and family involvement. Yeah. So parents should explore the apps and the games that their kids are interacting with, so that they know this is what my kid is doing, or this is the game that my kid is playing. Because ukisema like you'll just ignore, oh, it's just Instagram, maybe she's just talking to her friends, there are a lot happening there. Just like when you said about Snapchat, a lot of parents don't know Snapchat. People, okay, streaking is not bad, but it also depends on the kind of friends that you have added on your Snapchat. Yeah. So most of the parents don't know what they just assume Snapchat is for photos and filters. But
playing with filters.
Yeah, there is much more to that. And also, parents need to have like open conversation with their kids. Tell them discussing this and this with a stranger is dangerous. This is what if someone asks you this, you can tell them this. And even tell them, like, if they feel someone is becoming too, like, trying to get too much information from them, they can even tell you. Like, okay, mom, dad, I think someone is asking me a lot of questions, and the parents can, like, get to involve themselves in that situation. Yeah. See, come on, say, Mrs. You just give, okay, this is the phone. You can use it for schools, for whatever, for homeworks. Do you think kids are stupid? Kids are not stupid.
Not unless you put a parental guidance, which requires you to put a certain password for a certain app to be downloaded.
Yeah.
But I feel like if kuna watoto watakuwa unlucky, ni watoto wazazi wao ni Gen Z. Because like I feel like Gen Zs know a lot about tech, know a lot about these apps. Right now, you'll not find a kid playing that summertime whatever. Because for guys, they play a lot of games. They game a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe the dad will be like, what are you playing? What are you playing? Because they know a lot. Another thing is like digital literacy program for kids in school. This can be like programs to be introduced to schools. Schools should really introduce those programs. Instead of you bringing the kids, your students, motivational speakers to speak about how to pass the exams.
I think
it's not always about passing exams and overcoming depression and whatever. Sometimes take time to, because
we are getting into the in the digital world.
Like yesterday, I saw kids telling their teacher in class, "We saw you on TikTok. Your learners are on TikTok. They saw you there, so they're on TikTok. So you should bring them, like, let's say coaches for tech whatever, to teach about tech literacy, how to use technology safely and ethically, how to spot scams and fake news, and online privacy. Teach them those things. Like in Singapore, they introduced that thing, and it's really nice because for a school which is teaching their students about such things, it will be very, very rare, and it will be for only the people who are not keen on the program.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones who will maybe face some things. But if we just sit and assume parents are doing this and this, some parents are barely even there for emotional support, leave alone for online guidance.
Yeah. And I think coming to your high school, it was just motivational speakers every Thursday. How to pass, how to avoid negativity.
How to avoid relationships.
How to avoid relationships. It was all the same topics. And they were not focusing on the current matter affecting the nation, the kids sector. But right now, I think most of the children rights activists, the government, schools, they should all work together on creating such programs, because that's where we're heading towards the nation. And for our kids to be safe online, we have to teach them. And also, I think for parents, they need to set digital boundaries.
Yeah.
They should teach their kids, this is the healthy time, this is the healthy screen time habits. They set rules for them on social media usage, like from this time to this time, where it's time for studying. From this time to this time, you can use your phone, you can play your games, but let's say by 8, I need the phone in my room.
You need the phone, what? Put a parental at, you put it's like the way we had a lockdown at 6, you are not supposed to.
It should be inside the house.
Yeah, so the phone locks itself at 7 p.m. So that's time for dinner, prepare yourself, go to sleep.
Yeah. And also, I think communities and government should work together to create, like, to host sessions on safe internet usage for kids and parents. Because we should not just sanitize the kids, also the parents need to know. Because kuna some parents that are not, okay, they can be the ones giving the phones to their kids, but hawajui, like, wao wenye kutumia the social media. So I think we should also host, like, sessions to teach the parents how each app, okay, we're not going to teach them all the apps in the world, but the most important apps and the familiar apps, how they work, and how, like, to ensure, like, their kids are safe online and everything like that.
Another thing is tech company collaboration, like governments and schools. So, this is like collaborations to build safer default setting for underage users, use strong age appropriate filters and parental consent system, because this generation is growing up very fast, and sometimes I was watching another movie, and this 28-year-old was being prosecuted for having sexual act with a minor who is 16. Apparently, he appears to be grown because, like, the physical change here. And then you see sometimes kuna filters zenye zinaweza kuongezea. Some of them make you look grown and you're just a small girl. You see, like in France, they have like brought up strict rules requiring platforms to verify age for minors before allowing access to certain services. And another thing, if you are a parent, stop opening a TikTok account for your kid with your whatever, what do you call them? That information which is required to open. Stop using your email.
Like, you should just use the kids' details, not your personal details.
Yeah, because if right now I'm opening an Instagram page for a kid and then I use my details, the content which will appear there will be age appropriate for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Not for them. And when choosing content for them, choose things like animations, school content, because TikTok allows you to choose content.
Yeah, that's true.
But you are there choosing entertainment. I don't know what
kids know about entertainment.
Choose just appropriate.
I think they should have this feature. Okay, maybe it's kind of
or verify with your face.
So let me tell you about the verification with your face. You see, at the event we attended, the Africa Tech Summit, I think I visited one booth. Were they digital? Yeah, they were digital, I think, payment. But for you to open an account, you need to, like, put your details. So you put your name, you'll need your ID, let's say for the input. So you'll just take the photo of your ID, capture mbele na nyuma. And when it comes to your face, they have this feature that kind of detects the age, age yako wewe, with the image that imekwa pale, they can tell your age. Like, kind of approximately you're like 25, 27 hapo, you know. So I was like, if the social media accounts do that, okay, maybe they'll say it's kind of invasion of privacy. But if they're able to, like, sasa wakekea watoto hivyo, everyone has to put that kwa open the account. I think that's how they can get, like, kama hii account ni ya mtoto ama ya mtu mzima, unless if that old person decides to open the account still with their faces. And as you said, mkieka, like, hizo kama FYP, what you want to pop in the FYP, just put something appropriate for the kid, because it's the kid that's going to use, not you. And that's all for today on this episode. So I hope our listeners, our parents who are out there, and everyone, just make sure that your kids are safe online. Take time to, like, learn about the apps your kid you're using, learn about the trends and everything, so that usikuwe victim of your kid akuwe victim online harassment or online bullying or anything like that. Just make sure that our kids are safe online.
Another thing is that we have to learn that technology is useful. These apps are very useful, and they expand our learning and our creativity and the level of our thinking. But at the same point, all these things come with risks. So before opening that app, before opening that page, sit down and ask yourself, are you ready for the risks that are to come with that thing? If you are not ready, if you feel like you will not be mentally prepared for that, some things are not worth taking the risk. You better drop them, because it's not like they are a necessity in life. They are just things for leisure and
and si lazima mfungule mtoto. Okay, if you're not comfortable like your kid akwe social media apps like Instagram and TikTok, it's okay. Like there is no school that tells you your kid must have an Instagram for them to pass. They can just have the phone. Don't deny them the technology that is the phone. Don't deny them the phone because you feel like, oh, it's going to be too much. Just let them use the phone because maybe it can help them to be more creative, learn a lot of things online. Because at the end of the day, technology helps. And that's all for today. See you on the next episode. I'm your host, Tawheda Ali.
And my name is Tawheda and Wavinya. See you on the next episode. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe on our YouTube channel. Subscribe also on all our social media pages and also on Spotify. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.